No accountability. And this is for the people that love him. This is for y'all right here. Go ahead, kiss the screen since y'all love him so much. Why don't y'all kiss the screen? I don't know why y'all haters.
So it's just crazy to me that a 3-month-old's bone was broken. Do y'all know that when babies are first born, they're practically jello? You know what
Jello.
It's like they're literally. It does not take much.
Baby's bone.
Right, and he tried to get ahead of
It's
himself.
like a carrot.
years
Like
ago.
it's gonna snap. Like you don't even need to use like enough force.
Right.
I
He tried
will
to
say
say that
this
it
too
was
as well. Him and his followers are intimidating the baby mother to not come out and speak. She wants to speak, but they've been harassing and
That is
threatening
him.
her.
That is him. That is his name. He did not look the same. Obviously, he changed his appearance for a reason.
He's definitely from Jersey because I'm from Jersey. And when he was talking in the Stitch that I first found him at, that was like the only reason why I hit follows, because he was like, I'm from Jersey. And I'm like, all right, I'm from Jersey. Y'all know how
I
to
just came across
I
him
don't like
today.
that for us.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, how you just gonna do Jersey? We not like that.
That is
But listen, I'm gonna be real with you. This state was on thin ice. Now it's on fucking snowflakes.
Yes, this is the guy from earlier.
hell up out of
Nima, this is the guy from earlier that kicked me out his live for not agreeing with him. Come to find out, he's a whole child abuser.
To be honest, after he got these 2 piercings, his whole career was like...
I don't
He
even
was
know who
actually
he
told
is.
not
Why
to
does
get
he have
those
a platform?
piercings because they would get infected. He was trying to be like the girlfriend that he had at the point who's and how he lived with roaches and infested in fleas in his house.
What did he? Why does he have a platform? Like, what does he do?
Can you clarify?
Nothing.
Like,
He don't do shit.
since you know somebody close to him, well, okay, I don't want to sound weird when I ask this, so please take me lightly, guys, because I'm not too good up here myself. So, like, when it comes to his kind of personal life, was he kind of weird in the bedroom? If you get what I'm throwing down,
I wouldn't know anything about it. Don't even. I do not know.
Listen, I'm sorry. The only reason why I asked that is because, listen, hear me out. The only reason I had to ask that is because people who have like drawn things to the bedroom like that often act like this.
Yeah,
People who
I
actually
can see that.
kind of like children and is into the BTSM and all that crap. This is how they act genuinely as a person. If that
I
makes
mean,
sense.
what it really is that Patrick is a person who I would consider socially awkward. So he's somebody that really couldn't make it in the real world, and a lot of his followers
like
Exactly.
confidence
so he
from the
gets
internet.
online and he gets
Exactly.
tough, right? He gets fake tough. These are people who probably wasn't popular in school. They probably got bullied, right? So this makes them feel good. It makes them feel good to get up on the internet and act like that bitch or that nigga. You know what I'm saying? So
It's a
that's all
persona.
it is.
It's
Right.
his persona.
The people is getting to his head, because at the same time, there are people who support this man, and that is scary to have supporters like that literally support you. They're literally in this live right now talking shit and saying all kinds of crazy, wild stuff.
Hold on, let me say something real quick. Why y'all keep saying this not him? This is King Gentry, 1989. This is his ass right here. If you look at the picture, December 4th, 1989. Dang, it's him. He lost.
Just when you
Wife
He
paid
lost-
surgery to
That's
get
all
him.
that is.
Warren
Look
to
at the
lose
nose,
weight.
look at the
He
eyes,
had
look
his
at the
stomach
mouth. We
stable.
aren't stupid.
It's
And
like,
also,
for
he's not even
you're
supposed
sitting
to be
up
on
here-
this app. He, according to community guidelines,
He should not be.
He should not be
There's
on this
children on
app
this
because he has crimes against children. So he technically should not even have
Oh
a
my
platform
god!
on
And then
this
he's
app.
talking about Pinky Dog being on the app.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what. Let me say something
Three
real fast.
different
Because
charges is insane.
To have-
Cruelty
to
charges.
have-
Talk about why the fuck he beat his child. That's what the fuck he needs to talk about. Okay, he don't need to talk about
literally,
nobody
I was
else.
just about to say that, because to have not allegations, but to have charges, guilty charges of child abuse, and you have the audacity to come on your platform and accuse another content creator of all kinds of the craziest things,
like
crazy
some
things.
seriously
The
horrible
correlation
crimes.
for everyone that's
Tap
that's
the live,
new.
guys. Tap the live.
Tap the live before we get banned, please. Tap the live. Send a rose, 1 cent, whatever
The
the case
views
is.
are going
Just
up, so I'm assuming his troll demons are
tap
coming.
the live,
That's why.
because they're sending people here to mass report me for spreading facts when he's spreading lies about somebody else when I've asked him for proof.
Right.
But
Exactly.
I'm asking for proof. And so, only thing I'm doing
And then,
is
they lost it.
That's the thing. It's like the audacity of you to come on your live, on your platform, and spread lies and make accusations against another content creator when you have charges of literal. I don't want to keep saying the word before I get banned or whatever. It's crazy. It's scary out here. And then what's scarier is there are people out here that support him, that are on his side, that are literally riding his it's crazy. He literally has an army of people, and that's scary to me. And then they're getting on me. I'd rather defend Pinky Doll than defend his ass at this point. So it's like, say what you want.
Anybody that supports a man that beat a 3-month-old baby
your own
enabler.
child. I have
Can they
respect for
even
you.
get their own head up at that age for real? Like,
No.
No.
I think that's when they're just starting to lift their head up and hold it
right.
like they're a noodle.
Someone said he wasn't lying about Pinky Doll. So if he wasn't lying about Pinky Doll, or what's he saying about
They
Pinky
literally
Doll?
called her an ST.
If you said if what everything about Pinky Doll is true, why couldn't there be any proof offered? Why?
Yeah, like where's the
She don't got
receipts?
the
Like
charges.
where's the network? They
Why
don't
she
just
not got
work
the charges?
individually.
All
It's
I
a large
did-
web, and it's not going to be on TikTok.
I'm gonna tell you like this. First of all, he's not even he's not even smart enough to come up with all this evidence himself.
I'll tell you what
He came up with
he's
a
literally
story from somebody else, and plus he's using her popularity to try to boost his platform. That's what he does, and that's a lot what his friends does. They exploit stories and people. That's what they do.
They probably sat in a circle, made something up together that they could all back each other up on just so they could get some attention. Because, like, if this was something that you cared about, you would have more than a Twitter screenshot. You would, especially if you spent as much time as you claim to have researched. Where is the evidence? And
Y'all
why are you on
delusional.
TikTok and not calling the FBI?
We're delusional, but we have proof. We're delusional, but we have proof.
I feel like there's
And when I
only
asked for proof, they took me off their live. Is that not quite? But we're delusional. We're crazy.
But like,
I
is
feel
it
like
crazy to think that if you were genuinely this concerned, you would have rounded up as much evidence as you could and called whatever authority that you could think to call? Like, there are task forces for these
What
things.
can he explain about you? How did you just
So if you don't think that them saying people dropping comments in her live is human trafficking, that you need more help than help can be offered. Because who thinks that those phone numbers are human? Like, she literally dead ass said to me, those are human traffickers. Those are
She
304.
said, like, she was certain. She claimed to have verified it, and all you asked for was like, "Where's the verification?" Or how
Literally.
do I verify?
How did you-
You keep
yeah,
telling
like,
me to go
how?
to Google. If I just type in, what number this is, it's going to take you to a scam site where you can supposedly reverse search.
And I'm not gonna
phone
lie.
numbers.
No, there's a search engine where you can search numbers and it'll tell you who's on the bill, like whose name the phone is in. And I've searched a couple of those numbers that have been dropped, and they have not been legit numbers.
Yeah,
Oh my God, my life?
I've never found a reputable reverse search engine. So
That breezy girl is
I have
delusional.
one. If you guys look up caller ID test, you can look. It's called calleridtest.com. If you guys look that up, you can look up any number. It'll come up. It'll tell
dope.
you whose name is on the phone bill. Like, it'll come up under
Oh,
if it
thank you.
isn't. Yeah, it's called calleridtest.com. And so when you look up a couple numbers on there, the numbers are not even that. I don't know if my phone is lagging because it's about to die, or if they're recording me. But if they're recording me, can y'all double tap the screen?
Keep liking the live, y'all, so that they won't,
Yeah, so
Ladies,
they
I'm gonna
don't.
drop down. I just wanted to come in and play the audio. I always keep
Thank you so much,
information on all
Blaze.
my
We appreciate
pages,
you,
so
'cause
make sure y'all follow
I
me.
don't
I'll
know
follow
what I
you
would have
back.
done without you.
I'm
because they would have
hitting the
thought I was
follow
lying.
now. Hold on, don't go nowhere. Hold on.
I would definitely follow everybody back.
Oh,
Okay.
there we go. Boom.
Y'all enjoy the rest of your night. All right. I'll
Have a
enjoy
good
the
night.
rest of the
Thank you.
Bye. Let me get a charger. Let me get a charger real fast.
Run, girl, run.
Okay.
Y'all, that breezy girl was delusional. She was on that live making stuff up. But
I'm sorry.
I don't
overstand
want
that. I'm
like
trying
if
not
she
to
wants to
laugh.
make like
Run, girl,
Tumblr
run.
post or like a Reddit thread where she like posts
Did
all
we
her
make
evidence,
it?
like
Yeah,
I'll
I made it.
happily read it. Like I'll happily take the time out of my day and see the information that she's accumulated, but like the refusal to share it is suspicious to me.
Right.
And since we're
That girl
sharing,
said y'all
I'm
gonna have
also
to pay
on it.
me.
So, you know,
Ain't nobody
Exactly.
paying.
Like, bitch,
Girl,
what?
please.
I have questions.
My parents-
I don't like vague crap. Like, oh, I researched it. That's
she
not
said you have
specific
to
enough.
pay me.
That could mean anything. I
Huh?
love words. Don't use vague ass language and think you're gonna get away with it. That's not how the life works. You can't just say you research stuff and think I'm gonna believe you. Where's
Like,
your
I know these girls
Where
that
did you
think that they
go?
so
Did you
smart.
use a search
These are
engine?
people-
Did you read scholarly articles? Where's your primary resources?
They don't even know what that shit means.
Yes.
These is
She
uneducated
said-
people. They swear
This
that they
girl told me
uneducated.
when I asked her for proof, this girl said, because I'm sitting here like, this is what she said. This is the exact dialogue. I asked her, you don't think those phone numbers in her live are mostly trolls and people just commenting random phone numbers? She goes, no, they are human traffickers. And I did the research. So I'm like, so if you did the research, where's your research? What is your research? And
that's
she's
all.
like, you're going to have to pay me for that. And I'm like, how are you the expert on this topic?
Like,
asking
where
me
are
to
the
pay you?
Facebook posts of the families looking for their missing family members where they're like, listen, their last known contact was, they were a super big fan of Pinky Doll. Like, where's the actual connection to missing children and missing people?
Where?
Like, you can't say someone's doing that and then have no trail of missing people.
What you can do is say that you're bringing awareness and then charge somebody for the awareness. That's what,
Exactly.
because that's what my page is. Like they trying to take my page because I bring awareness to child abusers. So I'm like deep off in this shit. Like I really do this. How you gonna charge somebody for the awareness?
Exactly. If it
it's
was
really about
genuine, why are you
awareness,
charging people?
Bitch, you're gonna do that for free. It's not really about awareness. You just want to be right. You want me to believe whatever you say. Like that's my problem. My problem is people acting like they're advocates for people that are getting abused and for predators. They're advocates for all this, what's right and everything. You're not. If you were, then you would be trying to show all the proof and all the research you did to prove that shit.
Exactly.
Y'all, they
They're
both
accusing
said it.
people at this point.
They both said it. We're just talking about Breezy right now. Both of them, when we asked them for proof, because I asked for proof, and then he read the comment, he was like, "You gonna have to pay me." They both were saying, "You gonna have to pay me." Ain't nobody paying your child abusing ass. We're not gonna pay for your lawyer.
Right. First of all, like you are not an expert in your field unless, and this might be elite. Now, it's
There
not even
is no
it
field.
definitely is elitist, but it's the only form of accreditation that we have in this country right now. But where are your degrees, expert?
They could go stand in the middle of a
Where's your
cornfield and still won't have no
experience?
degree.
What task force have you been working on that specializes in young child
Please let me know.
abductions?
Please
What
let me
task
know
force?
because
What
don't have
agency
none.
were you working
I
with? What
promise you the real
nonprofit have
task
you been
force is
volunteering
not
with in order to
out here
educate
on
yourself on these
Pinky
things?
Doll's
Like,
lives.
what do you mean you're an expert?
They think
Can't
that
Google
TikTok
stuff, call yourself an
University makes them an expert.
He's a
Like
he
you
just be
liking a topic,
attacking big
having
creators.
a special interest in stuff does not make you an expert.
He
like-
attack anybody who's big or going viral at the time, so he can try to argue with them or get clout off them. He always do
it's
this. He's
honestly
weird.
the reaches. The reaches is what it was like, and it's like, how are y'all for y'all to come up with this in your own mind is sick to me.
Right,
And they
like,
said they gonna
like,
sue
oh, she's
you.
a real AI. You could have made some stupid, dumb,
That nigga
fun
can't
conspiracy
sue
that
nobody.
doesn't
He can't even
actually
afford
harm
to get a
someone's
lawyer.
life.
He don't even have the lawyer money to sue me.
I know he don't want to talk about some. I'm gonna sue her. No, Pinky Doll can sue you and Breezy for defamation because that's what y'all just
Exactly.
did.
You know what?
And y'all attacked her
honestly,
child.
don't like
Pinky Doll got
what
the money
she does
for
as a
the
job,
big
and they're trying to
lawyers,
get CPS involved. Is probably what they're doing, because that's what people do to workers. They crap up CPS to them.
Okay, somebody in the comments saying like because she has autism. I don't know if that factual is true or not, but I'm
The
just
girl
reading
did say
through.
the girl was saying that was arguing.
You know
with me.
what? Don't believe that shit. Please do not believe that shit. They love to weaponize disability.
That's a fact.
race,
That's what I was just getting at.
sexual violence.
ignorance.
They do that
That's
shit
what I
all
was
the
They
time.
try to
just
pass
getting
off their
at.
ignorance as a
Give
disability.
me 1
Please
second.
don't.
She was saying that the comment said that because she has autism, it like infatuate her to research things. But people like that.
It doesn't make you good at research.
Exactly. It
That's
doesn't
not
make
how
you-
autism. It's not a
it's not-
freaking superpower. People.
That makes you
It's
good
a
in one
neurological
skill.
disorder. It is a developmental disorder. My body
Exactly.
doesn't freaking work right. I get obsessive about topics that I like, but that doesn't mean that I am researching reputable sources. People with autism
are also the far right idiots who are obsessed with Fox CNN because that is their fixation.
Right.
It's just something you like a lot and look into a lot. So yeah, you know more about that topic than the average person, but that does not automatically accredit you in any form of like authoritative manner.
Because researching is a broad spectrum.
Exactly. Like being autistic and having a hyperfixation and reading a lot does not give you accreditation as an authority on something.
Yeah,
if that's the point, then I have autism. Because I be
work with your hands a lot. Some people fixate on woodworking.
We all have a form of a handicap, but I'm not gonna sit up here and weaponize that shit just so you can believe what I believe. That's not right. We all have
it's like my problem is they were getting mad at me for not being a yes man and not being like, oh yeah, I see it. I was literally just questioning them because I did not see what they were talking about. I literally only said I'm trying to understand.
We are not saying that she doesn't have.
She has autism.
We are saying that she tried to use her autism to be like, hey, this is why you should believe me.
Yeah, she tried to use it to make herself an authority on a topic. Like, girl, that just means you like it.
That's like
all that means. It does not mean you're authority.
I'm not taking away from the fact or discrediting the fact that she may or may not have autism. If she has autism, good for her. If she doesn't, good for her. But at the end of the day, she was trying to
they were mad that you were questioning them. That's it. They were mad that you were questioning.
They were mad you kept asking for clarity.
I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad at all. Like, if y'all think I'm mad, y'all have not even seen mad. I've never.
No, they was mad
all day. But
yeah, like they were getting upset because you weren't just taking it at face value. You weren't like, oh my god, like that's crazy.
Like, no,
I'm starting to believe half of these people were genuinely not in the actual live when you were up there. They just came a little bit after, or like when you had left the live.
A lot of the people who were against me were really just his supporters, because like I guess if you go against anything he says, or if you disagree, you're trying to argue. And it's like I wasn't trying to argue. I was explaining to them the way I seen it, and I'm trying to see it how they see it. And that's exactly what I told them. I said I see it one way, y'all see it another way. I'm explaining to y'all how I see it, and I'm trying to understand how y'all see it. I'm with you how y'all are seeing it.
It's weird when the men were up there and they weren't understanding. They laid every itty bitty piece out for them to get them to understand. They didn't get mad at them all at once. They asked it the same exact way that
but you gotta pay them. Like what?
But they were the one. You were the one that got like. They were the one who made.
I want to make this comment. Somebody said she has autism. She recognizes patterns. How's that recognizing it?
Because she tried to make herself an authority. She said she was an expert. She said, I'm autistic, I recognize patterns, and later called herself an expert.
Yeah. But when her was questioned, she brought up the fact that she has autism and she is infatuated and does research, which is not any type of credible sources of you being an expert on what you're talking about.
Well, not the literal definition, but that is an example of a definition of weaponizing something. So using it as a pawn.
For you to say that, like, oh, you recognize patterns, and it's like, I'm not denying that you do. You probably do recognize patterns. I literally have a goddaughter who like is like a genius at music. Like,
you know what, Chef? Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Who knows?
She can literally hear a song one time for 3 seconds and she will find that same song on Apple Music. So it's like, I have nothing against people with autism and everything. And I understand the fixation and the infatuation, but that does not give you anything to be any credible notion for you to be an expert on a topic that you don't have any proof that you're talking about.
Understood what I said about the autism thing at this point, because it's genuinely not that deep.
I just want to know where I apparently lied.
Yeah, we're not.
Chef, would you like to clarify where I lied, since you want to type in all caps? That would be helpful.
All caps is crazy.
It wasn't even in it. They just went back to their live and they're just listening to the story that they told them. Like they wasn't even there.
Someone said, so she's not supposed to say she has autism because that's weaponizing it. She can say whatever she wants.
That's not what was communicated at all. And if that's what y'all understood,
seriously misconstruing our words.
Okay, I can give trying to be willfully ignorant. Just let them. They gonna say what they gonna say.
Yeah, they just gonna say. They gonna keep saying it regardless. It don't matter.
I really don't know. The thing is, and the reason why I'm addressing is I don't want you to misconstrue what we're saying, especially when it comes to like people being on the spectrum and when it comes to disabilities and ableism. Like, no, we're not gonna do that.
I can give example in my own way. I'm pretty sure whoever's been on the panel or anything for a while, you've seen that I kind of accidentally cut people off or get a little too excited when I have a thought. Okay, that's only because I have ADHD. Y'all haven't heard. Every time somebody else and apologize, I have not once said on the panel and used it as a reason why I cut people off or I've, just interjected or been hyped. That's kind of the same thing she was doing. She was using her autism of why she has her facts, and they weren't. Hello. How do you guys not understand that?
Correct.
Child, she said that autism made her expert.
Oh my God,
y'all are just trying to find a problem with anything that we're saying because y'all are biased. So that's fine.
I'm really not listening to nobody that supports child abuse. Like that's.
I want to know where I lied. You still ain't answer my question.
I want to clarify. Stop throwing this word "mad" around because I'm not mad about anything. I'm having a conversation with people that are alike with me that are also having a conversation. None of us are mad. Are you guys mad?
I'm chilling.
No, I'm chilling.
So if you guys think we're mad, then something's wrong with you because no one's mad about anything. I'm not even mad.
Sorry, we're a little too passionate for your.
I'm about to show them, man.
Yo, you mind explaining the situation for the niggas that don't know?
Oh my God.
Okay, look, this is okay.
Yeah, I'll show you, man.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna gather one last recap for everybody that's new. Everybody
All
that's
ears up front. All
everyone
ears
does
up
not
front.
have anything. Recap. Okay, this is the recap of the recaps. I'm not doing any more after this. This is gonna be the all be all. All right.
Put mine on the front screen while you recap, so I can show them.
We're starting from the very, 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 very top.
Okay.
So let's start from the beginning. So the topic right now is Pinky Doll. Everyone knows Pinky Doll, the yes, the popcorn girl. She's popping popcorn on live. Woo-de-woo. Cool, getting her bag. We love Pinky Doll. If she's a good person, okay? 2, there's another content creator by the name of DJ also by Patrick. Oh, not Patrick. Is it Patrick? Yes. I don't want to be. Also known as Patrick.
Yes.
So I joined his live. The first time I came across his live today, his page period, and he was talking about Pinky Doll. In his live, him and among others were discussing Pinky Doll, and they were saying about Pinky Doll multiple things that had no facts to it. Of such things were 1. Her comments are human traffickers dropping their phone numbers to get in contact with other people. 2, she is including her live. She is purposely including in her live her child so that predators know that her child is in the live because she's catering to predators. 3, she is pretending to be a 15-year-old to attract older men that are into underage women, and she's capitalizing off of that on her only whatever speculation is with that. She's pretending to be a 15-year-old and she is trying to cater to predators. 2, she uses language or patterns, as the expert of Pinky's AI NPC lives would say, is that she's including animals in her live to abuse them by using keywords. So backstory, in Pinky's live, she will cut out and break character to tend to things in her background, like her son and her dog. Her dog and her son, I guess her son was messing with her dog, and she said, hey, stop hurting the dog. You don't hurt people you love. And she scolded him in French or whatever the case is, and she said, like, go away or something like that or whatever. They claimed that she was catering to animal abusers, or she was including the dog into her act to cater to those people. And then when I asked her, I said, you don't think that's just a young mother correcting her dog correcting her 5-year-old son that's messing with her dog? She was like, no, she just got that dog. And then she said also in her life that she's going to get rid of the dog. So that means that she's going to I was asking, this is what started our argument. I'm like, I just don't understand what the dog has to do.
One more thing you forgot. They also were falsely accusing her of using the whole TikTok live thing so people can go to her OF. And they were basically saying that she was using the TikTok I thing so that children can do it and basically make it OF. They were trying to put those two together and the math was not adding.
And they're just trying to like put things together. And so when they were trying to put things together about Pinky Doll that were very serious accusations, when I asked them for the proof, they got mad at me, told me to do my own research. One girl even asked me to pay her for for her research. So it's like, if this is about spreading awareness about Pinky Doll and her being a predator and her being a human trafficker, mind you, when I asked her, what really started the argument is me asking her about the phone numbers. I said, how are the phone numbers human traffickers when half of those phone numbers are trolls? I asked her, I said, you don't think that half of the numbers that, because if you guys know about Pinky Doll in her comments, there are people commenting multiple comments of phone numbers. The girl in that live, in Patrick's live, this is one of his supporters or whatever the case is, the girl in that live said that those comments are human traffickers and they are initiating contact to get involved with imps with the P, with 304s, they're renegades. That's what she said. So I was confused. I'm like, so you don't think that the people dropping phone numbers are just trolls? And they're in a live with more than 3,000 people spreading this information, saying all these things about Pinky. Whole time, the gag is this man is a child abuser himself. So that is when we can start talking about this other content creator where he comes into play. And jump scare for everybody. This man is hosting a platform accusing Pinky Doll of being a predator, of being a human trafficker of children, people and things. He has literal guilty charges of child abuse. And if you guys were in here earlier, we had a viewer, a follower, play the court audio of the child and his injuries, which range from bone infections, from untreated wounds from 6 weeks old. Literal lacerations in the face, bones broken. So I just find it really crazy that people are literally backing up and supporting somebody who's spreading accusations on another content creator when he himself literally has his own shit going on. He has his own charges. So you're up here on live with 3,000 people trying to expose somebody else, trying to make something out of nothing about another content creator with no facts, accusing her of all these predatory things, trying to bring someone else's closet out, trying to cancel somebody else for getting their money, when the whole time you have a whole graveyard in your closet. You don't even have skeletons. This is a whole
show the actual chart. Yep, I was just about to tell you to scroll down. Show the actual charge because people are still confused.
Wait, so someone commented he still had custody. So
I don't think so.
Abused children don't go back to their parents that abuse them.
They do.
Yeah,
Exactly. So what does him having custody have to do with anything?
Exactly.
That's false. That's false.
The fact that a lot of y'all are saying, oh, it happened in 2015, this isn't recent. He abused his child and his wife. Y'all are sick in the head if you ever think child abuse has a time limit on when it goes away.
His own mother and mother of his child testified against him.
Yes, the system fails kids all the time, and thank God I am no longer eligible to be in
the system does fail kids all the time. I was in a 6th grade.
So this is very, very like
Y'all, this is
he shows no remorse.
In my childhood, as my in 6th grade, they sent me right back home to my abuser. So it does not surprise me. It does not surprise me.
I've showed up to court with whelps on my back, whatever. You could literally have a black eye.
The system does not
get sent back home to your abuser.
I'm going to explain this because I've genuinely been in and out of the courtroom with the whole child abuse thing because my father is a witness. That's a whole situation. But the only thing the court actually cares about is if there's a house, there's a food, there's a bed, and there's running water. If they have that, there is no reason to take the child. Unless, of course, they're gushing out blood. But if there's bruising or anything like that, it's not much they can do. And you guys,
a lot of the times, the system fails.
Yeah, you guys also have to think that these are babies. When like it was happening to me as my personal experience, I could actually go in the courtroom, talk, do whatever I had to do. These are babies. They cannot defend themselves. I'm pretty sure like you guys have to be a little more smarter than this. It's not that hard.
2015 to 2023, do y'all know how many classes and the programs he had to go through? So it ain't like they just gave the child right back to him. Like, be for real. He was arrested. He was charged, arraigned, all that. So just be for real.
But even if he did get the children back and he went through the classes, because anybody can go through them classes, who says that this stopped? If he has custody.
Right.
Because
if he did it once,
if you genuinely know a child abuser,
you see, and he did time.
child-
Allegedly, correct me if I'm wrong on the facts, but allegedly he did 6 months for this. I'm not sure, but he did some time for it.
No, I think they said that he only did like 27 days, if I'm correct. I'm not sure, but I don't think he did a lot of time.
But
Damn, that's
like
crazy.
God, I really pray.
27. Wow.
I genuinely pray that he does not have full custody or any custody of the children, because if you guys ever have met or known a true child abuser, nothing stops them from that. Not at least stand at their door with handcuffs.
Yeah, them getting in trouble just gives them easier ways to hide it.
Right.
Exactly. It just teaches them how to make it easier not to find out next time.
Exactly.
And then he had the audacity.
And this is a credible source right here. This is Blaze, who played the audio for us earlier, so he's a credible source, so he knows more about this situation.
Or no?
But I don't think we're gonna play the audios. I don't want to get banned.
He doesn't. He has visitation rights right now.
Okay, so he doesn't have full custody.
He does not have full custody. His wife is actually his ex-wife is terrified because they threaten her constantly with his following, and multiple other creators threaten her not to speak up or say anything.
That is so sick, and that is very sad, honestly. So, like, my thing is, it's like, okay, you have all this going on or whatever. It's like, to have all this going on and have the audacity to come on this platform and talk about another creator is just blows my mind. Like, I cannot wrap my head around that. When you know what you have going on and you have the audacity to sit here and accuse somebody else of worse things that you
got
like,
your own
that's
skeletons
crazy.
in the closet
With no facts.
That's why he lies about it. He know what he did was wrong. That's why.
Exactly. The only facts they actually had was that she plays a character who is 19.
Exactly.
And
she glances off to the side sometimes.
And for years, he called it neglect. So you gotta think about it. Years ago, he was telling his followers that it was neglect. So nigga, you knew that this could come out eventually, but you told everybody that it was neglect. Now, neglect and abuse are two different things. He knew that he got charged for
He neglected the abuse. That's what he got. That's what it was.
Cruelty.
He got brought down to neglect. He was charged with child abuse. He pleaded down to child neglect because he pled out.
Cruelty, neglect now. Cruelty. Come on now.
I just want to say, anybody that supports him behaviors or he is as a person, I have no respect for you. None whatsoever, period. So it's like, y'all have all this energy towards Pinky Doll and all these accusations against Pinky Doll. Y'all need to have that same energy towards him. Where's the outrage? Where's the outrage for
Mind
this
you,
proof?
infant bones are so pliable because they have to make it through the human body. It is very hard to break an infant's bones. It is extremely hard to break a clavicle, let alone an infant's clavicle. It at 6 weeks old, six weeks old, right? Sorry. Stuttered a bit.
Were 6 weeks, and when the baby finally got to the hospital,
3 months.
it was 3 months. He was 3 months.
3 months would be 12 weeks. So yeah, it was at 6 weeks old.
Months. What?
That baby was fresh out. Those bones were still pliable.
Yeah.
And you broke his clavicle. Like, that's crazy.
If the child was
that is
3 months
so much
old
force.
when it went to court and it was 6 weeks back, the child had to be about 2.5 months, is what I was implying. I'm not sure though. Yeah. That was just my math. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I think months are on average 4 weeks, so I just multiplied that by 3.
I said 2.5. I didn't want to.
Cool. I'm not good at fractions, so I just trusted the 2.5.
Yeah, I don't know. Did that, guys? What I said is not genuine. I was just guestimating because I see how y'all get.
Y'all, this is him. He lost weight. He lost weight.
They know that that's him. They just acting stupid. They know that's him.
Yeah, they know it's him. Like, he just lost
Look
weight.
at the name.
Use y'all
Look at the name.
Like,
look at the birthday.
Like, this is you, and you talking about Pinky Doll. You need to be talking about yourself. Like, how about you host a live about your own life and discuss that?
He has surgery. Yeah, he has surgery.
Holding accountability live.
It's crazy.
And for everyone, so for someone who said, weren't y'all just on his platform? Yes, I was just on his platform. And yes, I got taken. I never said anything. I don't know this man from nowhere. I don't know who he is. But now I'm starting to get a pretty good idea.
Right.
So when you do go over to his platform and speak up about him being a child abuser, they don't do nothing but block you because deep down inside they know they are only here just to make money, and people bringing that part up about his life stops their money.
I've literally seen more than 5 comments probably in this live that talks about how he blocked them because they brought up the abuse we were talking about.
About why do we care? We care because he's making accusations and conspiracy theories about somebody when his charges are real.
Why don't
his charges are real?
Give me they
Why would you not care about a child abuser?
themselves. They're child abusers themselves.
He's on the
why
internet trying to bully people.
Very good question.
Like,
why do y'all think it is not important?
That's what I'm saying. So it's like, why don't you? Y'all talking about why do y'all care? Why don't you care? Why don't you care that this man has a platform and is spreading all this misinformation about somebody else when they have their own? They refuse to speak about their own shit though.
Mind your business. This man, let's see how many followers
This
he
is the
has.
internet's business. It's on the internet.
He is influencing 817.8K people. That's how many people he's influencing.
He's got about 700 followers. About 200 of those are he just fresh bought those followers. So
I was gonna say because this stuff was going down and it just randomly popped up. I'm like,
I was just about to say, when I had first
he
seen
buys
his
his followers and his
definitely
views
did not
at this point. Cause
he has to buy his followers.
Yeah, because how his pages keep doing this, the numbers.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah, he got to buy his followers.
Probably his crazy conspiracy theories convincing everybody a criminal.
But yet you beat your child and your wife. Like, be for real. December 4th, 1989, and he even has his year in his name. So y'all can stop saying that's not him. That is him. He was a fat ass. Now he's skinny now. Why he fat people?
Well, that's crazy. Let him be an abuser. We don't care. I really hope someone mollywop you every day of your life and you never get released from that.
Blaze already fucked him up.
they already got two colors for it.
Yeah, already lumped his jaw once.
I hope y'all
Real
don't have
quick for me,
kids.
y'all.
I hope y'all
Can y'all please start tapping the screen so that
I sure am
this
the guy
live
that
does not
lumped
get
his
taken
jaw.
down. Real quick, if y'all could do me a huge favor, just double tap the screen, tap the screen, because we don't want to get banned or taken down. Because I know he's hosting a live right now, and he's probably telling people to mass report me because they don't want this information out there. But it's out there, and honestly,
No, I don't think
if he would have just been an adult,
baby.
I would have never even knew about any of this stuff if he was just an adult and didn't take me off his platform for simply disagreeing. And for everyone saying, "Oh, weren't you arguing with blazee?" The girl who was saying all these things and was an expert on the topic, his name is blazee. So for everyone saying that I was arguing with blazee and not John T. I don't know what his name, Gene T. For everyone saying that I was arguing with her and not him, so I don't know why I'm coming for him. It's like I wasn't arguing with anybody. I was having a conversation and it took me off their platform and I came to my own platform. That's the only narrative we're pushing over here. He took me off his platform for disagreeing and not being a yes man. So I started my own live. And here I am on my own live and we are uncovering things about this man that needs to be uncovered because he's a child abuser at this point. And so for you to be a child abuser and have a platform and go on to accuse somebody else of heinous and fucking outrageous things is crazy.
Somebody said he joined the live, but I'm not sure if that's too factual because I also seen another comment saying that he is live.
No, he's live himself. He's live himself.
I was saying he's DJing, so he's probably not.
They trying to tell him that she's still on live. He needs to work for that point.
They're like,
it's an app. That's what it's for.
It's
they act
sad.
like you can't use.
Because at the end of the day, I don't care about him and I'm not mad, but I care about somebody who's spreading lies or misinformation about somebody when they have their own shit going on. That's worse. Like, how does that not like ring any bells in your head? Like, this is wrong. You're the last person to be talking. You the pot caught in the kettle black.
Mm-hmm. He trying to y'all. He literally got off live when we started showing proof. Now he back on live playing music.
I just find it crazy that he was making all of these fake allegations towards Pinky when he has actual like court documents on worse shit than he was using her on.
You're only talking about him because it's getting you views. You would never have. I don't give a fuck about views. I don't care about views.
He threatened to sue this girl. What are y'all talking about?
I can literally get on this bitch saying
this is
yes,
what they
yes,
do when you
popcorn
tell
and
the
have
truth
just as
about
many
them.
views,
All they
bitch.
gonna
So who
tell you
cares?
is you clout chasing. That's
It
their
doesn't matter
favorite
about
excuse.
views. Anybody could get views. It
That's
doesn't matter who
the
I talk
biggest
about.
defense mechanism.
Yeah, that's their biggest defense. Is you
It's
talk
so
about their
funny,
favorite
like-
creator, you just clout chasing instead of telling the truth. They're just nothing
Like,
but a bunch of enablers. That's for me. I mean, they just. I don't really pay him any mind
Please
at this
punch
point.
him again.
And like I
I'll
said,
keep
I
you
already
updated
swole
on
his
him
jaw.
suing me because I doubt
Clout
I will
off of
ever
child
see
abuse.
anybody
Let's
ever
be for
sue
real.
me. They
Clout off of
crack
child
me up.
abuse.
When people say they're gonna sue you, they crack me up. Like, okay, you don't even know how
Where's
to
the
sue anybody.
papers?
He can't
Like,
even
I'll wait.
afford a fucking mortgage. Who is he going to sue?
Right. I'm about to
What's
say
he gonna
he's
say?
been.
on now.
He can't even
Pulling
move
up
out
and
of an
talking
apartment
about the
that he's
facts.
been trying to move out of for like the last year and a half. He raised $14,000 and he still ain't moved.
Bottom line, at the end of the day, for everyone who's confused, I'm not gonna do a recap again because I did a whole entire recap. Bottom line, at the end of the day, who's on here? Oh, I'm sorry, I just saw a name in here. For you to go on a platform with 3,000 people and not have any factual evidence or proof of the things that you are saying, you're just coming up with like accusations. And for you to be a child abuser at the end of the day is crazy. That's crazy. And if you can't convince me otherwise. Anybody that supports him, anybody that defends him or is a supporter of him, I don't respect you. I just don't. And I'm not talking shit because the only thing I've said on here have been straight facts. And that's
I
it.
agree too. I cut
did
off a lot of
call him a
mutuals
narcissist. That
that's
was
still friends with
based.
him.
I apologize. But I don't because that's what he is. But, that's the only non-factual thing that has really been stated.
Blaze
Was that I
actually
called him
know.
a narcissist.
Did you say you knew his ex-wife?
Yeah, I don't know her, but we have had contact with her plenty of times. Like I said, she's been speaking for the last couple of weeks since the audio came out, and she wanted to speak, but they started threatening her again, like they did the last year when she was going to speak out against him. And she's a victim, so I give her all the grace in the world. I don't blame her for not wanting to speak because they are ruthless over there. They will do anything and say anything. Obviously,
That's
using
sad.
this other woman trying to, offer her popularity because that's all it is because she's popular at this point and he wants some of that. And his page is dying right now, so I'm gonna keep my foot on his neck.
As you should.
His
Do what you
wife
gotta do.
did, but then he's the one with the
Just do a
charges.
good one.
People still defending it though. People still.
I just have one PSA to everyone who defends him. Go to his live and go defend him there. Don't defend him here.
Like, why are you
'cause
in here?
Don't
go
like why are
Go
you
to
here
his live and
defending
help him get his.
Go
Go
support
defend him
him.
and pay
over
his
there.
rent
This is
on
not
the
his
first.
platform.
Y'all need to go help him get his rent for the first. How about that?
How about y'all send him some roses?
Crazy, y'all right?
The roses. Get him some raid because he need to do something about his roaches before he talk
At
about
this
anybody.
point, if you're
And get a
defending
working
him,
story.
like you literally don't have enough brain cells to understand what I'm saying. So I'm just not gonna entertain that. So if you guys would like to defend him and support him over there. Okay, thank you. Anyways, does anybody else have anything else to say about the situation, the ongoing things that are going on?
Not Angie saying we pressed. Angie, let him come stay with
Well,
you
if
and
y'all
beat
need
you
any
up
more
over the phone.
information, y'all can always hit me up.
Thank you so much,
I
Blaze.
always
And like
got
I
it.
said,
Thank you,
Blaze is an
Blaze.
incredible
Have
source.
a great night, Blaze.
I really just
No
came here
problem,
off of
Blaze.
the live of Gentry's live because how they was talking to you and acting like you was the crazy one and you was being all this and that when nothing they were saying was making any sense.
It literally was not making sense. That's all I was saying. It's like it does not make sense. And I'm like, I'm not even operating out of like you're wrong and I'm right. I'm operating
Like,
out of
don't y'all see trolls drop numbers in every live? So y'all telling me all them lives
every
are sex
live.
traffickers?
But even before she came on the live, because like I said, I was on the live before like all of this. Like before she came on the live, they were like the way they were talking about Pinky Doll, it was kind of making it seem like they had a problem of the fact that she's on a children's app doing the whole yeah thing, and she's a SW. That was really
Most of them
main.
people aren't copying her
problem
though.
with them
They
is
make
that
AI videos themselves. So like
they
they
were
gotta be
literally
hypocrites.
To me, they were literally acting like she was doing SW work on live. They literally act like she was up there spreading her legs on live on a children's app. When she's literally acting like a fucking sim character. This bitch is acting like an MP. I'm genuinely asking in-depth questions about